Right, because we can't stay on the game for more than about 6 sessions, we thought we'd try something where they can't be absolute idiots. Well, they can be, but hopefully we could stop them being, asocial moron killing murdered hobos. So we're going to give Pendragon a go.
Wait, so we're going to be murdering for king and country now?
Yes.
But we can murder peasants, and there is literally no social consequence.
Yep, that's fine.
Only moral consequence.
Yes.
No consequence whatsoever.
No, there's some moral consequence, depending on what your stats end up as. So yeah, we've not played Pendragon before, so we're going to be going through the character creation as a bunch of noobs. So, start off, first bit of character creation is come up with a name. So, you can do this at the end if you want. So what it says in the book is that there aren't so much as a way of surnames in this. So just kind of focus on your first name. But we can always skip over that. We're going to go with the basic thing. We're going to go with Salisbury, so we can use the fantastic, like, what did my grandfather die of tables. So you're all going to be Cymric, unless you want to be pagan. Which I think forever is going to be pagan. Because he's the only other one of us who's read the rulebook. That's me and him.
Yeah. I may end up being British Christian, but I kind of want to be Saxon.
I think I'm going to remain British Christian because, yeah, I don't know anything about this.
You can be British Christian or Roman Catholic. So, I don't know if IRL, either one of those options offend you. So, go for whichever one you know more about, basically.
Alright, so the first thing of, you're all son number 1, which is good. Your liege is going to be Sir Roderick, Earl of Salisbury. And I'm going to have to stop that because I think I'm doing this one's back. Where was I? Oh yeah, Sir Roderick, Earl of Salisbury. He's going to be your liege lord.
Is he?
Yep. So now you all get to find out where your home is. So, this is a D20 roll. So if everyone would like to roll me one.
Ooh, oh wait, we're all unnamed.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I found the name I liked.
Yeah.
Wait, which one of these is a D20? That's a D20. Oh, I rolled a 2. Excellent. Which means I am...
you own Berwick St. James.
Berwick St. James. So 2 of us can't roll for the same place.
Yeah.
Silly.
Steeple Lingford.
Yeah, Steeple Lingford for a rose.
I got 6.
6 is Dinton. So put this in your notes. And I guess someone else, whoever rolled an 18.
That may have...
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever the other third unnamed is.
Where am I from? Stokes?
What did you roll?
18.
18. Winterbourne Stoke.
Yeah.
Right, let's make a note of that. We're going to skip over your age. You're all going to be 21 years old. Just about to become a knight when the game starts.
Do we all train in the same garrison?
You'll all know each other because you're all part of local liege lords, so you'll all met each other.
We all go to the same parties and drink at the same places. Gotcha.
We'll all be knighted at the same time anyway, so even if we don't know each other previously, we'll know each other when we all get knighted together.
Well, all your noblemen, go to the same parties.
Yeah. So. We don't get to go to parties because we're still squires.
Yeah.
Well, we go to the parties just to make sure we can bring them back in the drunk wagon.
Yeah.
It's called wheelbarrow duty.
Right.
Oh, now we need to go for traits and passions.
Yep. Right, where's that character sheet gone?
No, this is where I'm starting to get scared.
It's actually really easy. All you've got to do is, like, your religion has various things that it finds virtuous. So,
Virtuous
British
and abhorrent,
Christian,
yes.
which is what most of us are, chaste, energetic, generous, modest, and temperate. So you just tick those, or you underline those on your character sheet, and those are the ones that you should find important. And all it is just that the religious traits begin at 13, which means the opposite one begins at 7, and all of the others are just 10-10.
Okay.
So basically, the personality traits are guiding influences for your character. So if you want to do something that's against a trait or with a trait, you have to make a roll. If you fail that roll, you then have to make a roll against the opposite trait. So your just knight can become horrible if you fail too many rolls.
Yeah. Basically, if you fail a chaste roll, you roll a lustful roll, and if you pass that, then your knight becomes a little bit more lustful and starts becoming a little bit less, like, virtuous.
But lustful gives me a fertility bonus. Wait, wrong game.
Wrong game.
They expect a
What is
lot
there
of
a list
Crusader
of all
Kings
the,
jokes.
Yes.
All the traits.
Yeah, everyone has them all. So it's probably an easiest way to do them is to go to attributes and abilities, shall we call them? Or attributes.
Oh, and roll 20?
Yeah, just call it in the main thing. Just create item. And then write chaste, then lustful. We'll figure out the roles afterwards.
No.
This is where we're going to have to...
Fudge some things.
yeah.
So my chaste will start at 13.
Yeah.
Which,
Yes.
by expansion means lustful, will be 7. Because they're split into pairs of 20, basically.
Yep.
But it's not all, like, pagan characters will consider lustful a good thing, whereas Christian characters will consider chaste a good thing. So sometimes, even if you've got traits that, like, Christians might consider bad, that might get you a bonus when you're dealing with pagans, and vice versa. Because religion's how a lot of people view the world at this time.
So if you'd like to feel, the next one is energetic lazy, which is, again, 13-7 for most of you. Forgiving vengeful.
10-10.
Right, I've got everyone's sheets open.
So we put in chase and then we put a 13 next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be able to add to I love how everyone's got slightly different ways of doing this. We can sort this out afterwards. I can always go back and re-edit it.
Thank
So
you, Ray.
it's chaste and lustful, and then
Energetic lazy.
Oh, if
So
I
we
minimize it, I can just see. If I restore the window for Fancy Grounds, I can just see it on the character sheet. That's useful.
Also, just for the people at home for Rollmaster, it's a D20 system. It basically does it like a D100 system, that you're trying to hit your number or go under. So the fact that we have 13, if we fail at 13, getting under a 13, we fail our energetic or chaste or lustful or forgiving rolls. We're going to have to roll for lustful, lazy, or vengeful. And if we make under 7, 7, or 10, depending on what number they're at, we will gain extra in that attribute spread, basically.
Generous selfish is next, for those of you that can't see the book, which is a 13-7. Honest deceitful, 10-10. Merciful cruel, also 10-10.
You missed off just an arbitrary,
Oh yeah, I did. Sorry. Which is also 10-10.
which every Crusader Kings player should know.
Have it at all costs, or at least honest.
Prudent, reckless. 10-10.
You missed off modest, which is a 13, against proud, which is a 7.
Yeah. Right, done prudent, reckless. Spirituals next. Spiritual / worldly.
10-10.
Yep. Oddly for knights. You think that'd be one of the religious ones, but apparently not. Temperate / indulgent. 13-7. Trusting suspicious. 10-10. And finally, valorous and cowardly, which I think is another 10-10.
No, it's 15-5.
Valorous is
15-5.
15-5.
Yeah. So we've got
Got it.
Our characters are mapped out to the 9s here.
well, a knight will have certain like values he's going to follow to. Right, forever you been pagan or
Nah, Saxon but British Christian.
yeah, sorry.
Because otherwise I just can't justify how I'd end up in this party. Bear in mind a lot of you guys are going to end up with hate Saxon from your family history. So that's going to be interesting.
Okay, has everyone filled that in?
Yep.
Almost.
Almost. Give me a second.
I'm at the trust and suspicious. 10-10.
Valorous 15, cowardly 5, because you are a knight, of course.
Can I ask you what the fifth definition of valorous is?
Charging into enemies, just generally being a good knight. What ho, being stealthing.
Ah.
Oh.
Whereas cowardly is going, I'm not going to do that because I might die.
Well, I can always just wait for the guys to get who are in the front to get in the front and then just push them forward.
Right, so the next step is assigning a famous trait, which means that you can assign a value of 16 to any one trait on either side, and that's the trait you're famous for as a knight. So if you wanted to be a selfish knight, then even though generous is a Christian virtue, you can change that to be 416. Or if you wanted to be known as a just knight, then you can change that to 16-4.
So
You don't have to.
Yeah, it's a scale. Speaking of scale, so 0 is not leaning either way. That'd be 10-10 is basically no leanings either way. 16 means you've got a very strong lean.
Yeah, 16 basically means you're famous for that.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
a rose is...
But if you have a trait over 15, your character's actions may be determined by the trait and contrary to your wishes as a player. So if you have an honesty trait of 16, you literally cannot lie.
Unless you manage to pass.
No, you literally
Oh
cannot.
yeah, it's a famous one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. If you have anything of 16, like if you have a generous trait of 16, you literally cannot ride past a beggar without chucking them a coin. Well, probably you could, because this is an example, like a bad example. But yeah, if you had like a just score of 16, you'd never convict a guilty guy just because of political expedience.
So we're all taking arbitrary 16, right?
Yeah.
Just getting it out of the way because we're player characters.
Yeah.
So,
If you wanted to, you could go for Valorous 16, which would basically mean you never run away from battle. But it's only a 1 point difference.
yeah, you're best off.
I can go for suspicious 16. I don't trust anybody.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a famously suspicious knight. Everyone's out to get your money.
Well, the thing is, if I go for vengeful, I'm going to end up killing someone important. Lazy, I'm probably going to die. Lustful,
you're going to end up screwing someone's wife.
Bastards, 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 bastards. Yeah.
Actually, I know exactly which one I need to.
We all we all take lustful, and this turns into a recondition of Gray's Crusader Kings game.
No, I know the way I roleplay characters. I know exactly which one I've gone for.
Oh yeah, which one's that then?
Cruel.
Cruel. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Everyone's taking negative aspects.
Hey, I took honest. Just because I think that'd be funnier.
I'm suspicious of your honesty.
Well, it is funnier when everyone else around you is cruel and suspicious.
Yeah, I keep telling them that they're doing horrible things and just no one believes me.
Yeah.
No, it's not the fact that you're telling us we're doing horrible things. That is honest, but we need you to be a moral compass. We need you to, show us how horrible we're being.
It means honest, literally, in terms of telling the truth, not honest in terms of like a good person. Like,
Yep.
You don't have to be a good person. You just believe that lying is a sin.
Yes, I killed him, so what?
Yeah, basically. Well, it's not even so what. It's just, did you kill him? Yes, but he deserved it. Or yes, because I thought I had a reason. You'd kill him, you just wouldn't deny it.
So, Black Knight territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spiritual or worldly. You can be a complete god botherer, or say gods are bullshit.
Oh,
But then you would. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Nah, nothing.
So, does everyone pick theirs?
Yeah, I picked mine. I am
Yep.
suspicious.
So we got suspicious, honest, cruel, and I haven't picked mine yet.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
worldly.
Worldly.
You don't have to pick one, by the way. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
really don't.
But you get extra honour for being famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I am going to play a Cymric Knight because you can't play Saxons until 518, apparently. Unless you want to GMV at that, but...
Yeah.
Trying
but-
to- yeah.
I'd rather do the great campaign because
Yeah.
it looks. We can always carry the campaign on if we get really
Yeah.
into it.
So yeah, I don't have to be hated by all of you, so that's fine.
Oh,
I wouldn't hate you, Newt.
Okay.
No, trust would have to be the Saxon. Would have to be the Saxon, the party.
Yeah.
So now you need to find somewhere to put in your passions. Probably again in this section has probably a good idea. Do you think?
Attributes and skills.
Maybe notes.
Notes.
Notes appearance.
Yeah, notes appearance.
True.
That would be a good
Because
place.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 lines.
You've got loyalty lord at 15. Love family at 15. Hospitality at 15. And honour at 15. We won't do the hate Saxons yet because that'll be later.
Well, we had to earn that.
Yeah, you'll find out what your family do soon. Right, attributes. Whack this in abilities, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
We can always do that in languages, but nah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
'Cause we-
yeah, there's only a few, so yeah, language is probably a good place to put it. Because you're only going to be able to speak English.
Yeah.
There is no other languages in the world. What are you talking
Actually, well,
about?
Well,
technically
we're going to
this
speak French,
would- Yeah.
technically.
You mean bastardized English?
No, I mean, like, literally French. Well,
I'm just
kind of. Actually, no. We're probably going to speak Latin as well.
Yeah, it's probably more Latin at this point.
Yeah.
Because the Normans haven't come across.
Yeah.
Although the Normans were technically Vikings, so.
Anyway,
Okay.
attributes.
Size.
size.
Yeah.
What?
So you've got 5 attributes. 5, size, dexterity, strength, constitution, and appearance.
We're putting this in, where were we putting this again?
In languages.
Okay. Alright, how do we determine our size?
You've got 60 points to split between the 5. But you also get +3 con automatically.
Alright, so it's size, dex.
Size, dex, strength, con, and app.
And how many points are we going across on these?
60.
But you
60
start with 3 in con.
Out of this 3 bonus, right? Or okay.
You get pre-bonus.
Because we had to survive in the Middle Ages, and that means you had to be pretty freaking hardy.
Yeah.
But the smallest you can be is size 8.
Yeah.
The lowest your con can be is 5, and that's sickly. And an app below 5 means that you are physically repulsive.
What page is this on in the PDF?
28.
Yeah.
28. Thank you forever for actually reading the book.
No worries. Basically, it does say that your first character should be designed so that strength and size have a combined total of at least 21. This gives him a respectable damage statistic of 46. His con also ought to be at least 11, i.e. 8 plus the modifier of +3.
Because the way part of it works is aging, you have to lose points. So once you get above 35, basically the campaign is made up of a series of 85 short scenarios, which are designed to be about a session or 2 each in length. Each one of them takes place in 1 year.
It'll merely feel like a 2 or 3 years ago to go.
So when you hit 35, you can begin to lose points in your stats. So having a very low app actually means your character can die of some hideous disease quickly. So it's actually quite an interesting way of discouraging min-maxing, because you don't choose which stat drops; it's random.
So you may get hit in your worst thing and get killed that way.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
It makes every winter past 35 years of age that little bit more interesting.
And by interesting, you mean frightening.
Yeah, for a good few years. You're probably not going to die till, well, your aim is to get married relatively quickly. Because you want to get a kid, and you want that kid to be old enough to be 21 by the time you die.
Alright, and the basic spread is, and the minimums are 8, 5, 5, 5, and 5.
Yeah. But you get the +3 to con.
Yeah, so your minimum con is technically 8.
I got you. I'm just trying to remember how you do this in Excel. 5, 5.
And then I'll just drop my derived stats into notes underneath my passions.
Yep.
Oh no, because I'm going to get more passions, aren't I? So I'll just drop it in notes.
Yeah, drop it in notes. We'll have to keep, family histories on separate documents.
Yeah. I'll just note down the important stuff, because a lot of it is just
He survived.
nothing
Go to the
happens.
next thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a choose your own adventure story that is driven by dice.
Size
You never really get to
plus
choose anything.
6, strength by 6. 26 by 6 is 4 and a bit, so
Yeah.
it's 46.
So if you
Can I ask a question? Is in a bit actually a numerical thing?
if it's
in
below 0.5,
England?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a bit is a numerical term. Healing equals con plus strength by 10.
yeah. So basically, once you've sorted out your stats, your damage is your size plus your strength divided by 6. If it's above 0.5, so if you're 4.5 or above, it rounds up. Below, it rounds down.
Yeah. So my healing rate should be 3 because it's 28 by 10, so it's 2.8. So I think that's got to be a whole number.
Yep.
Yep. So that's 3.
Okay.
Movement rate, strength
And
plus dex.
size and con need to be a collective of 21, basically, to be good.
Yeah. Basically, if you're not rolling 4d6 damage, you're going to be underpowered compared to everyone else.
Mhm.
If you can knock that up to get your 5d6, then all the better.
Yeah, but if you're knocking it up to get 5d6, that means that you're usually going to suffer in app or dex.
Yeah. So you'll hit hard, but there's a good chance you'll kind of just wither up and die.
And bear in mind that your appearance value may get you distinctive features, which is the next thing we're going to roll for, and that's going to be awesome. Strength plus dex time divided by 10, so 13, 25, 2.5, which is 3. Hit points is con plus size.
Let's go for a decent stat spread, and then jigger magigger.
Yep.
Well, with this system, you can go 12 across the board, and you will have 15 con. Everything else would be kind of the same.
Yeah. I went a little bit. I went for an app of 10, and then 12, 12, 13, 13, essentially.
I got 14, 12, 10, 12, 12.
Yeah. I mean, there's, like, because of the way it works, as long as you're not min-maxing and everything's about 10 or above, you're alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably afford to drop 1 below 10.
May I ask you a question, though?
Yeah.
What's the threshold for a distinctive feature?
Between 5 and 6 you get 3 features, 7 and 9 you get 2, 10 and 12 1, 13, 16 2, 17 plus 3.
Alright, so I'll take 15, 12, 10, 12, 11.
Yeah.
And that's starting with that because it automatically sorts it by name alphabetically.
That's fine.
And I'm over the 21 threshold, so I'm going to be hitting okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I've ended up with 28 hit points and an unconscious of 7. So.
Sterling numbers, people, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I always put a little disclaimer on character generation. It's only really interesting if you know.
Ever wondering, go, nope, don't want to play this game. Character generation is too long. And dies too quickly.
Oh no, these guys shouldn't die too quickly.
Oh, so it's not a color. It's
No,
it's not a.
No.
Okay.
Death is a real possibility. It's not D&D levels, but it's not Call of Cthulhu levels either.
D&D levels where you basically glare at the GM until he, fudges the roll, or Call of Cthulhu levels where you all just basically rush to death as fast as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so now you want to do your damage, which is size plus strength divided by 6.
Size plus strength?
Yep.
Alright. Let me transfer this over to the exterior character sheet I have over here.
So for Aster,
Yep.
it's 12 plus 11 divided by 6. 3.8 rounds up to 4d6.
46 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
And for Cassius, it's 22, which is
46.
yeah, 46. 3.6. Next is your healing rate, which is your con plus strength divided by 10.
Wait, what?
Con plus strength divided by 10.
Tom plus
Round
strength
it
divided
up.
by 10. Okay.
Rounded up or down, depending.
So I got distinctive features speech, and one of the things is thick accent. So yeah, that's happening.
Well, you came pre-prepared with an English accent already.
Yeah,
So you just gotta let it sleep a bit harder.
yeah. I mean, there's option for charming accent or thick accent. I decided to go for thick.